If you own Bruno, you might want to sell him, but for me, it's keep calm and carry on. Welcome to the Gianni YouTube show. Hope you guys are well and you're looking forward to Gameweek 19. This is my team selection video. I don't own Bruno, I own Foden, and I feel like I was quite close to big points last time out. He plays Leicester this week, and I'm genuinely considering the armband for Phil Foden. Yes, I could do it. We're going to speak captaincy, my transfers, and my benching dilemmas all in the next 10 minutes. Do not go anywhere. And if you want to support the channel, do hit that subscribe button. I've been working all over the festive period to bring you guys videos, so I'm hoping you want to subscribe and hit that notification bell and like the video. Drop a comment as well. I'll get back to all comments in this video. So, small green arrow for me. Differentials like Foden and Jackson feel like they're close. Trent, so close to assists. Liverpool hit the woodwork twice from Trent assists. But it is what it is. Disappointing those three didn't return. But yeah, the Saka replacements haven't been delivering, have they? Many bought in Bruno for that red card. Ouch. So let's see. If you own Bruno, he now misses the goodish fixture home to Newcastle, and he's back for Liverpool away. I genuinely consider selling Bruno if you own him. Depends how deep your bench is, how good your bench is, but if you can find the money for Foden, I do not hate it. So guys, before we see my team, let's just introduce a player I don't own that I need to talk about because he's someone obviously I'm going to own very soon, and that is Alexander Isak. If you don't own him, when do you buy him? Man United away, Spurs away, good fixtures. You definitely need him, I think, from game week 20. Definitely 2021 as a minimum, as a worst case scenario. Wolves at home, Bournemouth at home, Southampton away. If you can get to Isak before that, entry point of United away is fine. Entry point of Spurs away is really good. They've got no fit centre-backs. That's my plan with this team. We'll see how I'm going to get to Isak. But game week 20 looks like the most obvious entry point for me because I still own Cunha. And I want to keep Cunha this week, who of course plays Spurs. So, how long can I wait? Let's see. Let's look at my team though. So this is how I'm set up before transfers. So we can see at the moment we've got Sells in goal. I've benched Sells the last 2 weeks for a 9 and a 7. Heartbreaking. We've got Gabriel, Mikalenko and Alexander-Arnold. The midfield 5 of Palmer, Foden, Enzo, Rodgers and Salah. I'm reading this out, by the way, for those listening on podcast. You can get all my shows on pod. Just search me on Spotify or iTunes. I've got João Pedro, Jackson, Cunha. João Pedro we're going to pop on the bench, though. So it's Jackson and Cunha up front with a bench of Rico Lewis, João Pedro and Lewis Hall. I'm a bit uncomfortable with that bench. I'm not going to lie. It's a very good bench. And, of course, Fabianski. So that's where I'm at. We need to look at clean sheet odds though. So this is a clean sheet odds graphic. We can see in game week 19, the teams most likely to clean are, well, Arsenal are high, 38%. This from Odds Checker. What they're saying though is to be a banker clean sheet, you've got to be 50% or above, right? So no one's over 50%, which means the bookies don't think anyone keeps a clean sheet. They just think Palace and Arsenal and City and Liverpool, they've got the highest chance, but they've got to be over 50% for the bookies to say we think you're going to keep a clean sheet. So they're more likely to concede than not, every team this week. But teams like Man City, 38%. I'm benching Rico Lewis, but I've got Mikalenko in my starting 11. They're at 32%. So I don't go by the bookies' odds. They're just an indicator. And do you guys think the bookies have got this wrong? Let me know in the comments. Who's more likely to keep a clean sheet? Mikalenko, home to Forest, or Rico Lewis away to Leicester? I'd say Mikalenko. I think the bookies got it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I changed my benchings, but this is where I'm at currently. So look, that's where I'm at. Clean sheets are always good to see the bookies odds, and I try and bring you them on my deadline streams as well. Let's see about my big decisions this week, though. We've got to talk about my transfer plans. Before we do, I want to give a shout out to OneFootball. Guys, I'm sure you've all got OneFootball on your home screen of your phone by now. If you don't, get it on your home screen. It's brilliant for football news, it's brilliant for transfer gossip, brilliant for video clips of the games. If you want to see any Premier League football match and you go to the overview, you get to see all the stats, great, but you can get a 2-3 minute highlights package of the game. It's brilliant. If you don't want to watch match of the day or watch the game live, 2-3 minutes, see the goals, the big chances, it's all there, even the video clips on OneFootball. Download it for free, link in the description, or scan the QR code. It takes seconds, and honestly, you'll use it day and night. I adore OneFootball. I use it so much throughout the day. My wife's always like, you're on your phone again. I'm like, I'm working. OneFootball's work, kind of. So guys, let's talk about my transfer dilemmas then, shall we? I need Isak in this team, but how do we get Isak in? So I've got 1.4 million in the bank, right? So you can see I've got 1.4 million. That's not enough to go Cunha up to Isak, and even if it was, I can't sell Cunha. Can I convert João Pedro to Isak or Cunha to Isak? Probably not this week. I'm looking, therefore, at that transfer for game week 20 when Isak goes to Spurs. I think that's a very good entry point. To get the money, though, do I consider downgrading a Gabriel? Gabriel's fixtures aren't brilliant. Look at Gabriel's fixtures. Like, they're fine. And like Arsenal were the best defence in the league with Liverpool. But someone like a Daniel Munoz, it is tempting. Like, look at Daniel Munoz's fixtures. I'm not saying he's going to match Gabriel, but he can get close. Daniel Munoz has the highest XG of any defender this season. Gabriel and Milenkovic are really high. I think they're 2 and 3, but Munoz is number 1. Now, I'm not going to buy him this week, and the entry point would be great, but it's genuinely an option. Southampton at home, Chelsea at home, Leicester away, West Ham away, Brentford at home. I love Daniel Munoz. They're one of the few teams that play with wing-backs as well. So that could be where I go to saving some money. Gabriel to Munoz is an option. That then gives me more than enough money to trade in one of my forwards to an Isak. Of course, I could sell Jackson to Isak straight away this week for free. But I've got a feeling Jackson's about to bang versus Ipswich. You can't sell Jackson versus Ipswich, can you? I don't think so. So the only decision I've got with this team is how do I find the money to get Isak? And if I have 2 free transfers next week, I can do that. So next week, I'll tell you how. This week, I'm rolling. I'm digesting. I'm scouting. There could be another injury that pops up that changes everything. It means no Isak again. And I've made my bed, and I guess I have to lie in that. Yeah, it's not too pretty. And Man United is a good fixture for him. But maybe at Old Trafford, that's a little bit more difficult for Newcastle than we think. And we know Newcastle on the road aren't the best. So it's no Isak this week, but he'll be in very, very soon to this team. The big decision for me is captaincy. And guys, I'm torn. It's a 3-horse race. It's Foden, Leicester away. Foden played really well last time out. It's Salah, West Ham away. And it's Palmer, Ipswich away. Now, I did a captaincy poll on Twitter. I didn't include Foden. I included Isak because many of you guys will own Isak. At the moment, over half are going to Salah. A third are going to Palmer. And a sprinkling are going, 10% are going other, including Isak. My percentages at the moment are probably 35% Salah, 30%. No, I'm going to go 40%. I'm going to go 40% Salah. I'm 40% likely to go Salah, and then I'm probably 30 Palmer, 30 Foden. I'm torn. Now, Salah has 1 day's less rest than Palmer. We have to note that. So Palmer plays Monday night against Ipswich. Salah plays Sunday night against West Ham. Foden also plays on the Sunday. So Palmer has the extra day's rest on the other 2. Let's note that. But does Salah need the rest? I don't think so. Salah just played 90 minutes versus Leicester. If he needed the rest, they'd have taken him off early. They didn't. The way Salah's playing, it's hard to ignore him. But West Ham at home can be good defensively. They can put up a fight. They've looked better of late. Although Southampton did just put 2.5 XG up against West Ham. But Palmer has the best fixture. Or does Foden have the best fixture? But the way Man City are playing, owning Foden is probably enough. I'll probably be sensible. I'll probably end up going captain sensible on Salah. But part of me wants to punt on Foden and part of me wants to punt on Palmer. Let me know in the comments where you're going. Salah does feel like the smart choice. But it's absolutely up for debate. They're all away from home. Again, if one of them had a standout home fixture, you're more likely to go there. Guys, if you've enjoyed this show, do let me know in the comments. Please do subscribe on your way out. Show your appreciation for the channel. Hit the like button. And I'll see you again very, very soon for a deadline stream. And if you're not already watching them, my Monday morning debriefs are awesome. Usually they're Sunday. This week it'll be a Monday morning debrief, going through all the fixtures of the game week so far. Thanks, as always, for your support. I've loved chatting to you in the chat and in the comments through the festive period. And I'll see you again for another video very, very soon. Bye-bye.